here for a reason. The only reason being like serving people who have served, just doing your duty.
Let's go. Let's go. Move.
I've come here because of my family. I see how successful they are, but looking back, now my decision is that I'm here because of the people that I'm surrounded with and the opportunity that it has given me and will give me in the future.
I definitely feel as though I'm here for a reason.
After thinking about why I stayed and thinking about the things that I'm going to be able to do in the future, I truly believe that everyone here, not just myself, is meant to be leading other people.
Every person that's ever come here and graduated from here, innately, they have a sense of doing something for their fellow man.
When I came back from my youngster cruise, and I went home, and all my friends were drinking beer, seemed to have no direction in life. It was pretty discouraging to see that they seemed to have slipped back in life. And when I came back here, we all kind of aggregated in one room, and we're all sitting there. And it's then, it was like an epiphany to me. This is where I belonged.
I tell people that the Naval Academy and then the Navy have really given me everything that I've ever had in my life.
You come back and you realize that this 4 years was really critical in your character development. And I think we all owe a certain degree of our loyalty, our riches, and our respect for what this great academy represents.
I'm a first sort of generation military person, but I think just the way I was raised, just with like an appreciation for this country. The best experience that I've had in my life is to run out behind that American flag and be ready to play a lacrosse game representing the United States Naval Academy, and particularly all those who have served and who have come before us and worn that uniform as well.
I definitely had a little chip on my shoulder to be the first girl in my family to maybe hop in at this place. My great-grandfather, he was an aviator. My grandfather, he was a submarine captain. He graduated in '57. And then my father graduated in '84. Seeing my dad, grandfather, and great-grandfather, what they did, it was just always cool.
The Naval Academy is a premier branded institution for leadership that is second to none. And the private philanthropy that the Naval Academy Foundation has provided it over the last 18 plus years in the current format has yielded $700 million in resources for the Naval Academy above and beyond government funding. And the current campaign will yield hopefully over $400 million in new resources beyond government funding. One,
The government will fund this institution to a good level. Good's not good enough when you're confronted with the risk our graduates will face in their careers.
345, next one, next one.
That margin of excellence is provided by private philanthropy. Priorities of this campaign are cyber, international programs, staffing, and athletics, and of course, character building. And these are aspects that are going to differentiate our graduates collectively and individually in the fleet and in the civilian world.
To yield leaders in the current 21st century that are able to perform at the top of the pyramid, you have to create Renaissance leaders for command in the Navy and Marine Corps that can deal with the multivariate world that we're in.
We want mental toughness, we want physical toughness, we want them to be able to understand what it means to win, and we want them to understand the agony of defeat, so to speak. They need the very best facilities and the best coaches to be able to lead them through that. And we have that today. And a lot of that's due to the support of our alumni and to the support of our foundation.
I am so committed to the athletic side of it because, one, I was a jock myself. I was an athlete here. Why is that important? I've seen it throughout my career in the 32 years on active duty. It's some of the things you learn on the playing field. You learn discipline, you learn perseverance, you learn hard work, you learn teamwork, you learn leadership.
Our admissions program is also supported by private efforts. I'm very sensitive to getting applicants from every corner of the country. I'm from the south side of Chicago. We raise money for the Naval Academy to recruit the best and brightest from all nooks and crannies of the country, whether it be the south side of Chicago or the hills of West Virginia.
Being the first one out of my family to attend college. My mother comes to all my track meets here. I definitely see it in her face every time I win a race. She cried. Her emotion fills me, and she really gives me that drive. I've persevered through many challenges while here at the Naval Academy. I'm really excited going into the fleet, choosing to service select surface warfare officer. I want to be there for my people. I want to help uplift them.
I put Marine ground as my first preference.
I'm trying to be the best person I can be. Just like anything I do, I want to be the best at, and I'm thinking about doing Marine ground.
P-8s it's basically an airline plane. They're continuously doing anti-submarine warfare or anti-drugs, which I thought this was really cool because they're active.
Explosive ordnance disposal community. It's a bunch of men and women who are focused on being selfless.
They need to have the very best education, the very best facilities, and the very best opportunity to be able to develop into leaders. These are the leaders that will take our country into the 21st century.